Anywhere I am better than the best guy. In the world I am probably in the best 5. When it's rented we gon' count it as a test drive. Got a custom gold chain to let my chest thrive.
You know, this red couch is so crazy because sometimes I can't tell between when the camera's on and when it's not, because these conversations are just that much. Welcome to it. My name is Spoken Priestess. I'm hanging out with Priddy Ugly, Mr. Drip, Mr. Water Galore.
East Lord, baby. East Lord.
How you doing, Papa?
I'm good, mommy. How you? Give me
I'm
some
good.
love.
Oh man, it's good to see you.
It's good to
again.
see you. Yeah, I see you all the time.
All the
so
time,
like,
yeah. I love it. Let's talk about the album. I want our
Yes.
conversation to be about the album because
Sure.
you and I, we could talk about everything else.
Sure,
But
definitely.
let's start with the album. Why did you, apart from the obvious reason, so this interview is going to be conducted for you because I pretty much know all the answers that I'm going to
Yeah.
ask this guy. But why did you decide to relaunch the album as opposed to pushing the current Egypt or the previous Egypt as it was?
I think the biggest reason is that I left Ambitiouz Entertainment, you know, and a lot of people have been asking me like, yo, like, how are you able to release the same songs again? And it's like,
Yeah.
you know, I own the album, you know, we recorded all the music in our crib, you know, in our bedrooms. We owned all the music. None of the producers have been paid for the music by the label, you know, so we own that. And I just felt like the album didn't like get the shine that it deserved. Didn't even get the push it deserved. In fact, like people still see me in the streets today. They're like, "Yo, Egypt, they put money today, bro." So it's like, damn. So people know that I'm pushing this Egypt concept.
Yeah.
You know, everything godly earns patience and time. But a lot of people don't know that the music is out. I think maybe it's also because there's been like a lack in visuals. But you know, I've really been trying to take my time with that because, you know, when it drops, you're gonna get a lot.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was the main reason. A lot of the songs never got the push they deserved, and a lot of the songs I still wanted to shoot videos to, you know, still market, get merch for. I needed to go on. I had planned this whole Egypt tour that never happened while I was at Ambitiouz.
Yeah.
And it's like I wasn't gonna throw all of those ideas away, but it's like I need to relaunch the album, repackage it, make it exciting for people to wanna listen to again, and introduce it to the people differently. You know, I think from saying the negative criticism that I got from Egypt, the original one was like, it was from the hardcore Priddy Ugly fans. The day one was like, 6 tracks in and there's only singing. Like, what's this now?
Really? Oh,
Yeah, that's what people
I'm a
thought.
fan and I love that album, you know?
I know.
Could it be a thing of people, because I'm starting to notice a lot of fans don't want to grow with their faves. So they're always like, yeah, I want that Zinger from Cash Time. It's like,
It's like, bro, he's a different
Zinger
person,
didn't even
dude.
exist at
He's
that
a grown
time.
ass
you
man
know?
now, you
Yeah.
know?
So
I think that's what it is. I think people are just comfortable with what they know and what they're used to, you know? So that's why it's been so hard for even someone like me to break out, you know, these past 14 years of trying to break out, because like people don't always want something different or sometimes they like what's new, but it must sound similar to what they know. They should be able to reference it, you know? And I think I come with a completely different brand new like outlook on how I even like, you know, how I go about making my music. And so I think for a lot of people it's a little weird, it's unorthodox,
Yeah.
it's really eccentric, and it's like, you know, you need to really pay attention to really like me.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Some songs are very easy to like, but others are like simple
Your
but very,
flavor.
you know. And it's like
Yeah.
in the beginning I used to be like upset when people didn't like me. Like, why don't you like me? It's like, nah, people have different flavors. It's cool.
Yeah.
You don't have to like me. I'm just doing this for the people who will like me and the people who like me already. You, it's fine.
Yeah.
You're okay, you know? In fact, we'll see you in 3 years when you
Yeah,
catch up.
yeah, when you catch
know what
up.
I mean? So, yeah, but so I think people are just like used to the old stuff. So they listen to the new one. I mean, Egypt, and it's like, you know, I think on You Don't Know Me Yet. And it's crazy, when I dropped You Don't Know Me Yet, people were hating on me saying, we miss Ugly Truth, Priddy Ugly.
Yeah.
You know? And then I dropped Egypt, people are
And
like,
they're like, we miss You
now
Don't
we miss
Know
You
Me
Don't Know.
Yet.
Only
Yeah.
now they're catching on to You Don't Know Me Yet, you
Yeah.
know? 'Know? And only when I dropped Deluxe did people actually catch on to Egypt. Yeah, I mean, so it's like it made people are listening to Lookalike again for the first time. You know, hearing songs like "Truth Be Told," "Runaway Girls." I've seen blogs saying "Priddy Ugly," brand new song with Clyde.
Sure.
"Priddy Ugly," brand new song, Lookalike. It's like, I mean, you know, they never heard it before, and that was the main part of the deluxe. Like, there was a lot of music that was great there that I thought people deserve to hear, and now we get to do it with the deluxe. You know what I mean?
The songs that you added onto deluxe purposefully go back to a mixture of "You Don't Know Me Yet." I was telling Ty this. It sounds like "You Don't Know Me Yet" Priddy 2.0, like you're on steroids now. It's that flavor. So is that from the negative feedback of people saying no, we don't like the singing much?
Definitely.
And you went back to
that's actually all it was, really. You know, realistically speaking. It's
but
like,
why did you bench those songs to begin with? Because I remember I did hear you speak about how you know Ambitiouz was trying to curate a different sound from you and not the rappy stuff that you wanted on Egypt. But I mean, why did you curate it that way as opposed to adding the songs that you did now in deluxe?
I think when I was working on deluxe, I mean, when I was working on even like the original Egypt, it was a representation of like what I was listening to at the time, what was inspiring me at the time. I wasn't listening to hardcore rap. I wasn't like, man, I need hundreds on hundreds. You know what I mean? It's like still the same hunger, but like, you know, the execution of the hunger or how the hunger is brought out into life is different. I'm hungry but calm about it now. You know, first I was like hungry and aggressive about it and angry at everyone. It's like, you know, now it's like, yo, you know, and so I was calmer, and I felt like a lot of people never knew my story. You know, people have this misconception that I'm, you know, I don't know, come from a privileged background, and you know, I don't struggle a day in my life. You know, not a day. You know, I have fans, you know, genuinely who hit me up, and sometimes it's concerning. Like, dude, I wish I was you, man. I don't understand why God gave it all to you, and I am not blessed. You know, and that becomes like a problem. It's like you can't feel that way, you know. And I can't respond to every single person who texts me, because like I swear by me even mentioning that comment, it's like I get that in the hundreds. So a lot of kids are not confident with being themselves. They're not cool with being themselves, and I embody that to the utmost. I'm myself in any situation I'm at. I don't wish to be anybody else, because I'm not equipped to deal with your problems. You know, and I don't feel like you can walk a day in my shoes. You know, so you're equipped to handle what you're handling. You know what I mean? And I don't know what I'd do if I was in your position. I really don't. You know what I mean? But yeah, so Egypt was about that, man. Like really getting to share my story, speaking to my grandmother, speaking to my father. Like, yo, guys, I got a father. Some guy even thought like, yo, my dad passed away. Not some guy. People think my dad passed away or something. He was like a war veteran of some sort, and my life is a result of the money that he left behind.
Where
it's like,
do
no,
they
my
get
dad
these
is
things?
very much alive, just turned 61. You know, I don't know, dude. People, it's crazy. So that's why I need to speak about it, because people think different when they don't know. You know, so you actually need to let them know like what it is. You know what I mean? So Egypt was like that. Me sharing my stories, literally introducing you to me. Saying like, yo, okay, I can do that rap stuff, but like, yo, I can also do this thing, you know? I didn't want to do it before because like I was trying to prove to y'all that I could rap.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
and
always
it's like,
the pattern. Why do you feel that? You know, is it paying your dues? Is it making sure that you have the platform for people to actually be paying attention so they don't get you wrong? Because I've noticed a lot of it's happening with a lot of artists. Like Gigi Lemaine, I was speaking to her. She's doing the same thing. Patty Monroe. A lot of people are coming in with bars, slanging, bodying everyone, and once they feel like they have your attention or they've proved themselves, then they start to explore with the music. Is that a formula? Why do artists do that?
I think for me, outside of it being a formula, music, you need to understand it's an escape for me. You know what I mean? Like if people really listen to my music and really paid attention, you know, on like Ambition 1 or You Don't Know Me Yet, you know, I was like, yo, my girlfriend of 4 years passed away. Before that, she was my best friend for 2 years, and my outlet was writing. and I just used to write. That's what I never wrote before. I wrote while she was alive, but like I didn't take it seriously. And I was more like a sports guy. And when she passed on, I was like, damn, life is short, man. Anything can happen. Irrespective of your plan, anything can happen. Rather spend your life doing what you really want to do. So my parents didn't like, mess with it, but like I pushed this music thing, and like even when it was
They
like
always get it later.
yeah, you know what I
Because
mean?
always like, how are you gonna survive on this thing?
Exactly. I think my parents only really accepted my music when Egypt dropped.
Sure.
And that's what Egypt was also about. Like I knew that you don't know me yet, people were there, but it's like, oh guys, I know you guys got me.
Yeah.
But while you guys had
These
me,
people need to
yeah,
get
these
it.
other people need to get it. You know what I mean? So I need to make more worldwide music, more African music, just like music that can like cater to every single like market. And that's what Ambitiouz wants ultimately. They're like, yo, we want a 3-year-old to love your song and a 63-year-old must love your song. And everyone in between that too. You know what I mean? But like don't just choose the 21-year-old because then you're gonna struggle.
Yeah.
So just like, yo man, you're talented, bro. So show the people what you can do, So let's hear more of that singing pretty. Let's hear more of the songwriting. The raps, we know you can do it. So it's like I refrain from doing it on Egypt. But back to what I was saying, like music is an outlet to me. It's an outlet of expression, and a lot of my confidence came from my music. Ironically enough, I was always like, I think, the cool kid in school. I did well in sports and I did well with, in academics, and I got hated on a lot.
And still are.
It's like, till today, cheese boy, I had that back then. You know what I mean? Why you speak English so much?
Yeah.
I literally had like an old lady once shout at me in the cab because I was having an English conversation with my friend, Motexi. And she's like, Nina. So it's like, anyway, but that's a story for another day.
I mean, when you just said that, it just reminded me of how you carved your identity, like you coming to the confidence of saying, this is who I am, this is how I want to be, and I'm cool with it and I love it, right? Coming from those kind of, I would say bullying, honestly, or rather
I actually got bullied indirectly.
Yeah, those kind of misunderstandings of character. How did you define or decide that, okay, this is because you have the ability, like you're a Gussie boy, you that guy, you can play both sides. But at what point do you, through all those different naysayings and all those, at what point do you say, this is Priddy Ugly, this is my aesthetic, this is my approach, this is just the way I am, How do you come to those kind of decisions? Because one, as a rapper, I find that a lot of upcoming artists struggle to find their identity and sound, above and beyond struggling with who they are as young black boys, For you to come to that standing by if I speak English, I'm good with it type vibe, At what point did you come to deciding that this is who you are and this is how it's going to be and you're good with it?
I think I've been good with it since I was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
And my father always told me, like, yo man, don't live your life according to other people. You do what you want to do. And you're great. So irrespective of how people feel about you, know that you're great.
That's dope.
That's all you need to know. What other people can say, like, that's just noise. You know what I mean? You need to just block that out and you do your thing. And because I used to, I did athletics, and athletics was my, 100 meter sprints, 200 meters, that was my favorite thing to do, I went even nationals with that as a kid, and it started from when I was 12 all the way to when I was 17. And, I got to a point where, like, I'm repping for my school and I'm running for the school, and, like, people in the school don't want to see me win. They want to see the next guy. It's like, this guy, like, been winning. You know what I mean? It's like, our lawyers Kenya, low.
Yeah.
Cheese boy leg. Now they cheering the guy who's third, like, because that's their boy,
Wow.
And so I always learned to stand my ground, always. You know what I mean? Like, if people thought I wasn't, hood enough, not to say that I proved it to them, it's just like, I didn't care. People thought, I'm not suburban enough, because you know the suburban kids like, no, here's this kid who just moved from Soweto. Like I wasn't accepted at all. Yeah, I mean I moved into
In
a white
different spaces,
in different
which is
spaces.
so crazy,
I moved
yeah.
from the Hood, Middleland, Zone 9 to Soweto. I mean to Kempton Park, and we were the only black family there for at least 3 years, you know. So, and that was like at the height of, that's 95, height of racism, not height, you know, but like
Yeah.
the country's going through a transformation, and it's like, yo, so anyway, but through that I made some white friends and got color friends and Indian friends, and so I have all these nuances about me, and like when I was coming into the game at first, how I translate that back into music, when I was coming back into the game at first, like I really did it for myself. It's just, I was like, yo man, I'm cool, screw all you guys,
Yeah.
you know. And I think that it read off as also like arrogant, you know. It's like, yo, I don't need to be part of your circle. I'm just gonna keep it moving. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's what I did. But with that being said, so where the music is concerned, it's like, I remember like I was coming into the game and you know, and it's like I wanted to fit into this North market because I wanted to perform at Kong, and I wanted to like, so it's like I want to give them, you know, this high class American. I want to be the black kid that y'all niggas, you know, mess with.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then I did it, but it's like I'm also not that guy. Cocaine Ghost, just in the Beamer. And it was me actually showing contrast between two of my lives.
What changed when you realized that actually this is not what I actually want to do?
Because I was performing at Kong and no one gave a damn. People are there, but like, so what, you out here. Some people are here cheering with you and stuff, you know what I mean? And you know what was crazy? It was like performing to Kong where everybody is cool, right? Everybody is cool. People are in sections like, yo, G man, I got 12 bottles on my table. You just like a young rapper and I must listen to you? Nah, man, you know, like they got their backs turned towards me, you know, they got the girls in the section, and it's like, those are people who you're rapping for, right? And I got into an elevator leaving Kong. I think I was with Buntle, and you know, it's so nice. And there's a guy there with his girl. I walk into the elevator, you know. I'm polite, you know. It's not even about being polite, you know. My parents taught me, you know, to have respect for everybody. You know, you step into a room, you greet everybody in the room. So, you know, I greet the guy. He doesn't greet back. So I'm like, yo. I wait like maybe like 10 seconds or so. I'm like, yo, what's up, dog? You know. I said, what's up? You good? He looks up at me. Bear in mind, he was with his girl. He's talking to his girl. He looks up at me. He's like, nice performance.
Oh, so he was watching.
So I'm like, yo, thank you. He's like, yeah, no, you're good. You know? Alright, cool, sharp. But what I'm saying is that, like, I stepped into the elevator with this guy. I had to greet him twice for him to acknowledge me. And only after I had to humble myself twice, yeah, was he like, yo, well done, you know, hats.
Yeah.
And that's it. So it's like, I don't want to perform
That's
for
not
people
what
who
you
are just
wanna
going to
do.
give me taps on the shoulder. And through Ambitiouz, you know, we touch like the whole, through doing different songs, I'm like, yo, man, like, I'm Ghazi and suburban. Let me be both, you know, that's just what it is. My weekends always spent in Soweto. During the week, I'm at Skela, you know, in the burbs. So like I want to fuse that. That's how Tella came about. And actually Tella was a song that made Ambitiouz want to sign me.
Yeah,
Because they heard that and they were like, yo, Gunter, you can do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, actually, yeah. They're like, we want more of this. And
yeah.
after that came Smogolo, you
Yeah.
know? So I just realized that, like, yeah, and I touched the hood with my point. So I touched the hood with Tella, and it's like, and people really embraced me. You know, the kids who weren't from Santon, who weren't from the north, were the ones that
found the
embraced me
place.
the most. You know, so I was like, why am I doing music to cater to the north? And it's like, because I can do that. I grew up in those spaces, so it's like, I can still cater to you guys later. Okay, you guys, you guys. I'm focusing on the rest of the country now, on the rest of Africa, and that was just with me standing true to my identity as an African and saying, yo, man, as Africans, man, we're behind, and we're out just stunting on each other in the north, yeah, I mean, and not supporting each other because we think we're better than each other. It's like, no, like, we're really behind, dog, you know. It's just like, yeah, you're in the north, but it's like that northern school that you're in, and like you're the black head boy. Like there's no authority that you actually have. You're just the ambassador of that. And I'm not saying anything against black boys who are head boys. I'm just saying that, like, yo, being that one person, that one black person in a pool
Of other black people is not the goal. Yeah.
You know, not even that. Being the one black person in the pool of, like, where the infrastructures are still run by not you. Just basically, I'm saying just being in a position where, like, yeah, maybe you're the manager of the place, but you actually have no say in what color the paint is on the wall. You have no say in where the furniture stays. You have no say actually in really anything, but you're the manager. You know, it's like, no, guys. So we need to stick by each other. We need to rep for each other. And that's why, like, I get up and do what I do every single day. I have kids who are like, yo, Priddy Ugly, I see you, man, and I feel confident, man. Yo, Priddy Ugly, you make me wanna dress better. Yo, Priddy Ugly, you make me wanna... So it's like, we need to inspire the kids to wanna be better. I don't wanna stunt on you and say, like, yo, you can't afford my clothes. I'm saying, like, yo, get these clothes, you know, you can get these expensive clothes, but you can get all these other clothes at, you don't have to put this part in, a cotton on, they're fresh as well, dope, you know what I mean? And it's like, cause, you know, you hear rappers saying, yo, we don't shop at the mall, you know, and then kids have that same pressure. It's like, yo, dog, like,
So where must I find my clothes?
where must the kids find their clothes? Like, no, actually go shop at the mall, you know what I mean? So there's no problem in that. And I do that too, you know? So like rappers have a thing of trying to be less human than everybody else. I'm this cool. You know what I mean? But it's like, and I think that's what people thought. They're like, yo, he's just a cool rapper. We don't have to support him, actually. He's cool. He drives a Beamer. Come on, man.
He's okay.
He's okay. And it's like, actually, then I had to, like, yo, guys, this is actually what I'm going through. These are the struggles that I face. This car that you think came from this person, no, this is how it came about. These are my struggles every day. I've been struggling every single day. Yeah, we're posting for the gram, even for this picture that we have to take for the gram that you choose to like or not like. You know, you don't know what went into it, you know what I mean? So that's why you need to, like, post the process. Like, yo, I had to pay the photographer $3K, you know? And then, like, the attire that you guys see is, like, say another $10K. And then the guy who has to edit the thing, and then, like, now it's on my gram, and then, like, all the effort that I put into this thing, you can, like, it's just in your
Yeah, it's just a click for
the
you.
power, yeah, it's just a click or not a click. It's a click or a swipe for you.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, when you say that, how viable is the truth? You know, how viable is the truth? Because
the truth.
As much as artists, we could say that artists are responsible, like you said. I love what you said about the fact that when you came out with Taylor and Smogol, now the kids are like, okay, I feel represented. But then how viable is the truth? Because on your Instagram, on your, you know, the perception that we have of a rapper is that they're living the good life. Whether there's $3K to the photographer or not, that's none of my business. When I see the end product, I'm just like, yo, that's the life, right? But take the alternative of a rapper that, you know, gets on a taxi to get to work and still comes out and performs at Kong. That's like two different worlds. And how viable is you being honest about that kind of a journey? You know, do you think that the consumer would take seriously a rapper that shows I'm a normal South African just like you? A rapper that doesn't, you know, have lunch at whatever and carries a scarf team to work, you know? I mean, how viable is that kind of a truth for someone who is a rapper, do you think?
I think it's tough because you need to show everybody that, like, you're fresh as well. Because for us to take you serious, you also need to be fresh. You're stepping into a room full of other fresh guys. You're at Kong now. Everyone else is fresh, you know? But, like, the kids need to be told the truth and saying, yes, you must be fresh, but that freshness is not going to happen overnight, bro. Don't see me wearing this fresh and think, yo, tomorrow I'm also gonna wear this fresh, and like, no, it's like, dude, this fresh is 14 years of work. You know what I mean? You really gotta put in the work. I've been putting out little videos, you know, just like speaking to, like, you know, the kids. And at first I didn't want to, like, open up. I didn't think my opinion mattered. It's like, no, I have an opinion that differs from the opinions of, you know, the most popular people that are running whatever space, you know. And it's like, but I don't feel like I should share my opinion because it's mine, it's cool. I just share it with my friends. I don't have to put it on Twitter and whatever. And then I realized that people actually aren't woke. Sorry to say, you know, not everybody is woke. You know, there's a lot of sheep, not enough A lot of followers, man. Not enough leaders at all.
Hush.
Broadcast live